Hello, techies. Welcome again to kaetalkstech. So let's have a little chat about this cloud thing, shall we? You've heard so much about it's in the cloud, it's in the cloud, it's in the cloud. You've seen the commercial on TV with the little old lady. Oh, my son sells clouds, right? What is this cloud thing? You know what this cloud thing is. You're using it right now. Those pictures you have on your phone. Doesn't your phone get backed up to the cloud? Probably it does. But in the context of an IT career, what is the cloud? Well, the cloud is like the web, except it's a piece of the web that's owned by a private company. And they provide services, usually services other than the cloud storage thing for phones. Usually they provide services that companies use or like or need to develop applications. See, this tech stuff, it always goes back to the application. So creating an application is a complex thing, right? You need multiple layers of software. First of all, you need the software that is the programming language. Then you need to be able to use the programming language, so you need some sort of environment to use it in, which usually includes a database. And then that means that you need database software and a server to store the actual data in the database itself. Then you're going to need software that allows you to get data in and out of the database. And that's something you're going to program with as well. Could be the same as your original software, probably is something else. So that's at least 5 or 6, I lost count, of things I mentioned. And I didn't even talk about storage for the application itself or some sort of system to keep track of the different versions of the code that the developers are going to write. And then you got to have multiple environments, because you got to have one environment to do the coding. You got to have another environment to move it to test that code to make sure it fits in with the rest of the code. And then you got to have another environment to make sure that everything works together. And then you're going to have another environment for the users to test in. So yeah, there's a lot that goes into creating an application. Have you watched my software development video completely free of charge on Patreon/kaetalkstech? Then you would have already known that. But it's okay, go watch it now. Go watch it now. And if you can't remember Patreon, then go to my website, kaetalkstech.com. Go to the video page and find it there. So it's part of the foundational information for a career in tech, which again, completely free. So there's a lot that goes into creating an application in terms of software and hardware. But here's the big expense. You have to have different professionals to manage all of that, because the guy that manages the software environment that includes the programming languages is not the same guy that manages the environment that has the database in it. And there's one person who manages the database software, and there's another person who manages the physical machines that the database is on. So yeah, besides all the stuff you need people who know how to do that stuff. Did I mention tech is highly specialized? It is. They're trying to push jobs together as much as possible, but it takes a lot of effort to learn certain things. So once you've spent all your time learning that particular area, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to add multiple other areas. So in any event, that's what the cloud is. So it has all these services on it, and companies like to buy that because it saves them money from buying all the things they need, plus all the people to run all the things they need. So that's the cloud. Any questions? Write them in the comments. See you next time.